Hey everybody. I had a few minutes. I really haven't done any kind of preparation for this live stream. It's not going to be a very long one. I promised that I was going to do an update every week when I started this No Cheat November, hashtag No Cheat November. So I wanted to let you know how the week went in regards to my weight loss week. It was okay. My actual week, is not so great. It ended pretty well when I found out that Joe Biden won the election. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm not so much happy that Joe Biden's going to be the president as I'm just happy that Donald Trump's not going to be the president anymore after January 20th. But this isn't a political podcast, so I'm not going to get into all of that. I just want to give you an update on my week as far as keto and the weight loss and stuff. The weight loss was actually slower this week than I thought it was going to be. Let me show you my weight loss chart. Okay, so you can see that. All right, last Sunday when I weighed in at 329.9, I'm kind of disregarding that. I think that was an aberration. Forgive me. Because I haven't weighed anywhere near that. That was an awful big jump from the day before, and I haven't weighed anywhere near that after that. So I don't know if something was up with the scale that day, or if I just stood on the scale wrong, or what. But I'm pretending like that didn't happen. I'm doing my start at 333.3. Okay, that's what I'm considering my start weight for the month. And as you can see, I lost weight this week. On Tuesday, I was 331.8. Then I went up a little bit on Wednesday to 331.9, back down to 330.4. Your weight loss tends to kind of go up and down day by day. I usually, if I was just doing a normal weight loss routine, I would not be weighing myself every single day. I would weigh myself once a week, because weighing yourself every day, when you see those little jumps, it tends to discourage you, and it has discouraged me a little bit this week, but I'm trying not to let it. Okay, so my lowest this week was Thursday. I weighed in at 330.4, and I was pretty happy about that, because I thought, well, then Friday and Saturday I'm going to be even lower, and I'm going to be down to like 328 by the time this week is over. Friday I went back up to 332.1, and I think that was because on Thursday I took a half day off from work because I needed to take my wife to a doctor's appointment, which kind of threw my schedule off a little bit. And I didn't eat anything abnormal. I ate the same calories that I'm supposed to have, same amount of carbs I'm supposed to have, and I ate within my 8-hour window, but I didn't drink enough water that day. So I think that I put on a little bit of water weight that day. But anyway, Saturday I was 331.5, and then I weighed again this morning. I'm still at 331.5. So overall, if you go from last Monday until today, I lost almost 2 pounds this week. I lost 1.8 pounds, which I was really hoping for more. I had visions in my mind, because last week when I started doing like really sticking intermittent fasting and not snacking at night and drinking all of my water, I was losing a pound every day. And I was envisioning that November 30th would come around and I will have lost 30 pounds. That's what that's what I had in my mind, and that's what I was really hoping for. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I'm hoping that this week it'll pick up. I'm just going to keep plugging away at it. I'm going to keep sticking to it. I'm not going to do anything any different. I don't know of anything any different that I could do. Except to make sure that every day this week I drink all the water that I'm supposed to drink. But yeah, 20 carbs a day and the amount of calories it's really not that hard to do. It's actually kind of hard. It's not hard to not overeat. It's hard to eat as much as you're supposed to eat when you're trying to eat everything inside that 8-hour window. Because I take my lunch break at work at 11 a.m. and then I try to get my dinner eaten by 7 p.m., which is becoming a challenge this week because when I started keto, I was working a second full-time job at a car lot as a security officer. It was a car auction place as a security officer, and it was easy for me to make sure that I ate my dinner before 7:00 because I would have a break time, and I would go on break and I would eat my dinner. I quit that job. Now I'm working more hours at my day job, which more hours on the front end. I'm still leaving at the same time. I'm just going in a little earlier, and I'm working on Saturday. and then at night, a couple of nights a week, I'm doing DoorDash, and I'm going on the weekends. I'm doing DoorDash, and make about the same amount of money as I was making doing those two jobs and everything, which is great. But it screws up my time because I have to have dinner eaten by 7, and at 6:00, 6:30, if you're doing DoorDash, that's right in the middle of dinner rush. You can't just stop working and go eat because you need to be working if you're going to make any money. On DoorDash, you get paid per order that you deliver. You don't get paid by the hour. So if I'm just stopping and I'm putting myself on pause on the DoorDash app and then I'm sitting there and eating dinner, then then I'm losing money. So I either have to come home from work and eat dinner at 4:00 in the afternoon in order to make it inside my window and then not eat anything else, which I did that a couple of days. Or I have to try and eat while I'm driving, which is when you're trying to eat right and you're trying to eat like vegetables, it's hard to eat like broccoli while you're driving, steamed broccoli with a fork, while you're driving and stuff. So that part is challenging, but I'm working through it. I'm working it. I've got an air fryer, so I'm able to prepare some food ahead of time, and then I can just I can come home on the nights I'm going to do DoorDash. I can throw something together real fast. I can eat dinner before I go, and then it creates a smaller window and makes my non-eating window even bigger, which is good for weight loss. It's just hard to go that long without eating. I was actually going to try and do a extended fast this weekend. I was going to try and go all of today without eating anything and not eating until lunch tomorrow. But I decided not to do that this week. I want to, I really can't tell you why. I just don't feel like I'm ready for it yet. I mean, that's a long time. I'm doing okay with the 16 hours. I don't know if a 40 plus hour window I'm quite prepared for yet. So but I may do it next Sunday, like Saturday night, finish my eating window at 7 p.m. and then not eat anything again until Monday at 11 a.m. So that may be what I do next week. I haven't quite decided yet. It really depends on how the rest of this week goes. Like I said, I'm not discouraged. I mean, I'm a tiny bit discouraged, I'll admit, but I'm not. I know that it's not abnormal, and there was a loss. It's not like I didn't lose. I lost 1.8 pounds. That's better than gaining 1.8 pounds. I've always said anytime that I've been on a weight loss journey, any loss is better than a gain. You step on a scale and you lost 5 pounds this week, that's great. If you stepped on the scale and you had gained 5 pounds this week, is a completely different thing, So if you lose 1 pound, it's better than gaining 1 pound because that's 1 more pound that you don't have to deal with, So the only other bad thing is that today's kind of been a lazy at-home day, and I ate right, but I haven't drank all of my water that I'm supposed to drink for the day. So I'm kind of thinking that I'll get on the scale tomorrow and it'll probably bump up a little bit. I tried to eat a little bit less calories because of that. And I knew I wasn't going to get all the water. I'm at home, but I've got a lot to do. I've been, laundry and food prep and stuff like that. So the water hasn't exactly been on the front part of my brain, So, all right. I think that's going to pretty much do. That's really all I had to talk about. I just wanted to give an update. I didn't take any pictures. I'm not going to take another picture of myself until the end of the month. So I don't have any of that to show you. I just wanted to update you on how the week went and where I'm at mentally. I'm okay. I'm not, I'm going to keep doing this. This is November the 8th out of 30 days. The real challenge is going to get in the last week of this month when we have Thanksgiving. I'm already starting to think about that a little bit, about what I'm going to do. Definitely, I'm going to stick to keto. I'm definitely going to eat keto foods. I probably will eat over that day. I just can't see myself like not giving myself a day to eat a little more. And it's also going to be a day where I'm going to try a couple of new things because I'm planning to do a couple of keto recipes and let my family try them and me try them as well. There's a keto. I love pumpkin pie. That is my favorite Thanksgiving dessert, is pumpkin pie with whipped cream. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to try some keto pumpkin. There's a keto pumpkin pie, like a pumpkin pie bar, almost like a brownie, that I saw online. And there's just straight up keto like pumpkin pie cheesecake. You can't go wrong with cheesecake. That's one thing I've noticed on these keto recipes. Keto people love them some cream cheese. They will put cream cheese on everything, and I don't argue with them. It is delicious. I made some chicken this week in the air fryer. I took a big fat chicken breast. It wasn't this big, but it's big fat chicken breast. Split it open, butterflied it, filled it full of, I put cream cheese, I put spinach, and I put cheddar cheese in there and closed it back up. Put it on the air fryer rack, covered it with a little salt and pepper, and I took a ranch dressing, the packs of ranch dressing powder that you mix with milk, and you're supposed to make your own ranch dressing that way. I just took the powder and just like sprinkled it over the top of the chicken, stuck it in the air fryer for about 45 minutes. Man, that's good. And it's high in calories and it's high in fat, which high in fat is good when you're on keto, because you want some of that extra fat to kind of stoke the fire, so your body will burn that off. And as it's burning that off, it's burning the fat stores that you have, but it's keto. It's low in carbs. You can eat that. And like I said, there's a lot of people that start keto and they think you can eat as much of it as you want. You can't eat as much of it as you want. You can have one of those chicken breasts, and as much stuff as you put in them, you might not finish it. Over on the podcast front, I put in a new episode of That Star Trek Podcast. It came out today. It is on the feed, so go to Apple Podcasts, aka iTunes, go to Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere that podcasts are available. Search for That Star Trek Podcast, and you'll find it. We recorded it last night. We covered episodes 3 and 4 of Discovery's 3rd season. And also there is a bonus episode on Cosmic Potato. It is it's an after show. We're starting to, because we're recording That Star Trek Podcast weekly right now, which usually we only record maybe once a month, maybe 2 times a month. But since we're covering Discovery, we're doing it weekly, and that means that we don't have as much time to record Cosmic Potato. So Cosmic Potato is coming out every 2 weeks right now instead of every week. And if you want to, in order to give you more stuff to listen to, more content. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying to think of. I think when I'm on a live stream and I can't think of a word and I feel like the dumbest goober ever. Anyway, we want to give you more content, so we're hanging out after we do an episode of that Star Trek podcast. We're hanging out for another 20 minutes or so, and just chit chatting about the stuff that we're watching. Video games we might be playing, things like that. And I'm putting that out on the Cosmic Potato feed as a bonus episode. It's not a full episode because our full episodes are usually an hour to 90 minutes. These are like 20, 30 minutes long. But, it gives you something to listen to until you wait until the next week when the next episode drops. Next week, the Cosmic Potato feed, I will be releasing an episode that we recorded back in the summer at the online convention that we did at HomeCon that we did on Facebook. Recorded the audio to all those panels that I was on, and I'm releasing them as podcasts. And next week, because The Mandalorian is out, I'm probably going to release the Star Wars discussion that we had that weekend. So look for that. If you want to hear us talk about what we do and don't like about the new Star Wars, the new trilogy of Star Wars that's been coming out over the last couple of years, and The Mandalorian and stuff like that. Now, as of the time that we recorded it, Mandalorian season 2 hadn't started yet, so we don't talk about season 2 except in reference to the fact that it's coming. We recorded this back in late June, so yeah. And I said that I was gonna stop talking, and then I talked for another 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm going to end it now. All right. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. No one's on the stream right now, but that's okay. I wasn't really, really excited about being live anyway, but I wanted to, I do it live because I don't know how much time I'm going to have to upload the videos later. So I'll do them live, and there they are. And they are on my Facebook page and going straight to the YouTube channel as well. And they'll be available on my website, shrinkingshawn.com, as of tomorrow. So, if you're watching it now, I mean, whatever. But if you want to go over to my website and check out my blog, the videos will be there as well. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Bye-bye.